my friends are simps.
So this should be fun. The other day I was browsing through a synthesizer forum and I came across this picture, which you can see in the background here, which is this row of desks set in a kind of desolate, barren landscape. And it was accompanied by the text, "You won't believe what teenage engineering have done this time." Now, at first glance, I assumed it must just be some kind of, witty, postmodern parody of the attitude that teenage engineering seemed to have towards pricing, because the desk was listed at some kind of ludicrously expensive price. And I moved on and, got on with the rest of my life. However, it became clear afterwards that this product is in fact real and it isn't a joke as far as I can tell anyway. And so I thought I would take a look at it in real time so that I could figure out whether or not it is actually worth the pricing that teenage engineering have put on it, and basically just see what the fuck they're on about. Now, I'm not a big fan of reaction videos like this usually. It's not really my genre, so to speak. However, in this particular case, it's just too good not to. So I've deliberately not looked at anything about this yet. All I know is that Teenage Engineering have come out with a new studio desk, or the field desk as they're calling it, and it costs something like £1,600. Yes, £1,600. Now, there could be very good reasons for that. There are high-end furniture companies that make things that are much more expensive than this. However, on first glance, it does seem like this might be quite a simplistic design to warrant that kind of price tag, which is obviously not something that Teenage Engineering do very often. Now, you might know from other videos that I've done that I don't really talk about pricing when it comes to products or the choices that companies make with regards to that, because cost and expense is all kind of relative with regards to your own situation. But there are some lines that I think you probably, there's some kind of reasonable line in there, and this could well be the one that takes the biscuit. Now, you'll note this is on the Teenage Engineering website. You can't see the actual URL, but I promise you it's there. This is on teenage.engineering. And in the top left-hand corner, you can see that it is February. This is not April 2023. It is not an April Fool's joke, or at least it's very badly timed. And this is the product page. Now, looking at the picture here, it looks like a fairly basic desk operation, quite industrial, which kind of fits in with the whole teenage engineering thing. Yeah, I do like the photography for what it's worth. I think it's, a pretty beautiful, simplistic, clean marketing image. Field desk. This is a space truss constructed from recycled aluminium and assembled with double-sided Formica birch plywood. Field desk is our very own modular workspace, not just a desk. It's everything it needs to be and nothing it doesn't. So what can we glean from this first bit? Well, it is a desk, which is modular, which is interesting because that could mean there's something more to it. But this thing, this wee line at the end that says it's everything it needs to be and nothing it doesn't. Is that a sly nod to telling you there's fuck all in there and you're paying a lot of money for nothing? Maybe. Anyway, let's go further down. Here we have some, pictures of the desk itself. That is the top of a desk. This is very much a desk, very minimalist desk. In all honesty, this looks like something that I've seen in my school's techie department. From looking at this, it's very hard to tell why you'd be spending £1,600 on it. The sides look very much like the kind of, aluminium wireframe things you get in any industrial building. So I don't quite understand just from these pictures what the deal is. I'm not a designer, so who knows? But let's go further down. Our official workspace. Our office is made up of people doing a variety of tasks, each with their own needs. Yeah, that's true. Since we love to build it, that's weird. They haven't capitalized S. That's annoying, because then you don't know when the next sentence is. Almost read that like that was one big sentence. See, design is fine, but sometimes things are a certain way for a reason, like capital letters at the beginning of sentences. Since we love to build things, comma, I see they believe in the Oxford comma, we decided to create our own modular work environment. Field desk acknowledges our evolving workspaces and everything that comes with them. Now, on its own, that kind of sounds like bullshit. However, if this is a modular desk where you can change things up and really build out of it, kind of like the other Swedish manufacturer who makes those modular workspaces and is a lot cheaper, then that would be great, because then you can build out, whatever system you wanted to that would fit your needs. But I guess the accessories might cost a wee bit of money. But anyway, let's move on. We've got another shot of the desk here, cross section at the back, still looking very scant. Okay, so here's where things get interesting. This appears to be a close-up of the field rails, as they're calling them, which I guess is like the connectivity. So Field Desk is part of our field rail system. It's an open-ended range of interconnecting aluminium rails that enable the creation of customizable modular function and accessories made from 75% recycled circle aluminium from Scandinavian manufacturer Hydro. Okay, I don't know anything about circle aluminium or any of that. I mean, who does? It's not something that I particularly look into in great detail when I'm buying a desk. However, there's all these kind of different explanations here about the rail system, the kind of clamps that are used. And to be honest, this is pretty interesting. Like I said, if this is the basis of a whole modular system where you can build out your own perfect workspace for your office or for a bunch of people that are going to be working together, then that is awesome. It's like a cool idea. There are modular furniture companies and they make some amazing things. However, I have to say that this seems very basic in terms of what you're getting for the money. Anyway, let's carry on and see. This section describes the desk board, which is basically the top. This solid board is birch plywood coated in double-sided Formica laminate. I infamously am the guy that tried to build a synthesizer case out of wood that you would build kind of model ships from, balsa wood, and it all just kind of fell apart. So I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to wood. However, birch plywood, I don't know if that's worthy of the price tag. Maybe if it was some fucking cut from endangered trees in the Amazon, I might pay that money, but Field Desk is easy to assemble and disassemble, arriving flat packed for you to build in place. So basically, you're paying a premium price for designer furniture, £1,600 by the way, and you've got to assemble it like it's IKEA. I wonder if they provide those services like IKEA do, where you pay a person to come along and build it for you. I bet you that would cost another £2,000. Here's what's in the box. Keys and screws included. I should fucking hope so. My God. So wait a minute. So included in the box is this bit of wood. We've got a bunch of different things. So basically you're just getting the desk, right? Which should seem obvious, but if the whole goal is to build out this system, which is, you know, allows you to build out a modular thing, then you can't charge £1,600 just for the desk. That's insane. Keys and screws included, honest to God. Can you imagine? It would be such a teenage engineering thing to do, to say, oh yeah, keys and screws, optional accessories, that's another £300 for these screws that were found at the bottom of the ocean, foraged from the beaches of Scandinavia or something like that. My God. Let's see. Let's go to the shop. 1,600 pounds. £1,600. Field Desk is excluded from our free shipping offer. Customer assumes the shipping cost stated at checkout. Holy moly. So you don't even get it delivered for free? Fuck me. How much do you think it is to Scotland? VAT deduction. Why is there a VAT deduction? Shipping 95. Oh, fuck. It's only £1,400. That's a bargain. £1,400? Why is there a VAT deduction? This is because it thinks I'm in the UK. So it's taking the VAT off and I'll have to pay that to the taxman anyway. Oh, fuck me. So really, it's £1,600. It's £1,700. And probably more than that by the time the taxman takes their cut. Oh, this is meh. So that's the Teenage Engineering Field Desk. Suffice to say, I won't be rushing out to purchase one anytime soon. I'm not really having a massive go at them. Companies can price their things however they want. However, they also have to be prepared for people to rip the fucking piss out of them. And whilst I love a lot of the Teenage Engineering products, I like the pocket operators, I think they're doing a lot of cool things. At this point, I mean, this really does just seem like a piss take. There's no getting around it. And they must have known this. I mean, I'm sorry. If any of you out there are thinking about buying one of these for your office, then what I would suggest is that you reconsider directing some of your money towards my Patreon. I post a whole host of wonderful things on there regularly. You can download stems and samples and all that kind of stuff. And I promise you that whilst the Patreon may not last as long as this industrial bit of birch plywood and aluminium, it will provide endless amounts of enjoyment. Maybe not endless actually, but enough enjoyment to be worth paying £5 a month. Thanks to Teenage Engineering, who definitely didn't sponsor this video and now certainly will never sponsor any video ever again. I think it was worth it though.